What's up, guys? Back with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about Pokimane. She's a Twitch streamer. Hold on, I feel like I always say if you don't know, and you guys always know who they are. Is that true or not? Do you guys know who Pokimane is? I feel like you do. But if you don't know, Pokimane is a Twitch streamer. I want to say she's the biggest female Twitch streamer, and she made a comment on cancel culture that I want you guys to just let soak in, and I want to hear y'all's opinions, right? So she says, in this industry, a girl fucks up. What a fake bitch. Such a worthless piece of shit. Also, go die in a hole, whore. I might have added the whore part. I got a little too into character. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. A guy fucks up. OMG King, don't worry. Everyone makes mistakes. We know you have a good heart, and we will be here for you forever. King shit. So that's her initial tweet. 30,000 likes. She then follows it up with, it sucks because I can understand why guys have an easier time relating to guys and girls do to girls. So if a community is male dominated, there's bound to be biases. Biases. But I hope that in this day and age, we can learn to be both fair and empathetic with others regardless of this. So that's her claim. Her claim is that cancel culture is harder on women than men. When you just hear that, do you agree, disagree, or don't know? When I first heard it, right, I thought, no, that's way too general. How could you ever prove this? Like, in your head, how do you quantify levels of canceling? Cancel culture in general is so context based. You can't, unless there's two people, opposite genders, who say the exact same thing with the exact same history, how could you ever come to this conclusion? Like, you can't go, oh, Shane Dawson still hasn't been canceled fully and he did X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, Alinity got canceled for doing CF. At that point, you're just picking which one is more cancel worthy. There's no quantifiable way to decide who should or shouldn't be canceled. And then I thought about it, and I'm thinking, okay, let's just ignore context. Let's ignore everything besides just being canceled. And I don't think I agree. I don't think I agree at all. I don't. Now, first things first, guys. If you're looking for a commentator who just dogs women, that's not me. I don't just dog any and every woman and call dudes simps, and I don't just say they only got famous for their attractiveness, their looks, and they have no talent, unless it's true. I already know what both sides are saying. Alright, so for the guys who don't agree with this, they're gonna go, Alinity still hasn't been banned off Twitch. What are you talking about? If you don't know Alinity, Twitch streamer, female Twitch streamer, she tossed her cat over her shoulder and fed it vodka. Side note, do any of you guys really care about that? Does that really trigger you guys? Does it? Really? Like, it does? Really? Are you one of those people who, get more mad about animals getting hurt than humans? Like, I don't know. I used to be like that, and then I was like, who cares about animals? Like, who cares? And then where do you draw the line at, you know? 'Cause I'm not a vegan. I'm not going to become a vegan. So, where do I draw the line in my animal caring? If I did draw the line, it'd be just dogs. Like, fuck a cat. I don't give a damn about a cat. But, even if I did care about animals, right? She tossed a cat over her shoulder. Y'all are really mad about that? Are guys really... That's what I'm saying, right? Both sides are so disingenuous. Do you think these guys really care that Alinity tossed a cat over her shoulder? And that kind of proves Poki's point in a way, because that was so stupid. That was such a who cares? That's oh, you tossed a gun. This is a cat. Who cares? There's really two different types of cancel culture. There's the mob, which is just people attacking you, cyberbullying, doxing you, threatening you. All that is in option one. That's just cancel culture mob edition. And then you have cancel culture corporation edition. This is when you lose sponsorships, deals, you get demonetized, stuff like that. When it comes to corporation canceling, I don't think women are targeted more in the slightest. I don't think, unless she means just Twitch. If she's talking about just Twitch, no. I still wouldn't agree with that. Corporations have no bias towards women or against women, because they're here for the money. So they're not gonna care if you're male or female if you're fucking up the money. If you're fucking the money up, you're fucking the money up. There's no well, they're fucking the money up, but they all a male. Like, no, they're gonna drop you like a hot potato, bro. They don't care. Now, if we're discussing cancel culture, the witch mob, that we can discuss that. I still wouldn't agree that there's a bias. Here's my thing, right? I think it comes down to this: male content creators, typically do not get famous off of their looks, right? It's their personality, it's their charisma, stuff like that. So because of that, they build an audience way slower and way more connected to them as a person, right? So when someone tries to cancel them, it's way harder because now you have people who feel like they're your friends all backing you up versus a female creator. I don't want to be that guy, but I want to say, what would you say? What percentage of female content creators are where they're at right now because of their looks? What would you say? I'm curious what you, because I would say, is it 50%, 60%? Is it lower than that? I don't know. I have to see a list of the top female creators and how they look. On YouTube, I think it's like 20, 30, 40%. On Twitch, I think it could easily be 60%, 70%, right? So when you get a community built around your looks and they could care less about you as a person, and then a new mob comes in to cancel you, you're not going to have the same defense at all. You're not going to have the same people who are defending you because they don't really care about you. They care about your looks, and they'll find someone else with your looks, you know what I mean? Not to mention you probably built your fan base way faster because you're hot. So you don't have the same foundation as a male content creator. Not to mention, cancel culture doesn't even work on anyone who's successful. Like, it doesn't work on anyone who's successful and just grinds it out. Or I should say, even the cancel culture corporation edition doesn't really cancel you. Think about Logan Paul. Logan Paul was canceled on both. He had option A and option B, and he has just slowly built it all back up. You know why? You know how? Because he just grinded through it, because it's not real. Like, if you have your audience and they still fuck with you, nothing can stop you besides getting deplatformed. But no one is doing like political shit, so they're not gonna get deplatformed. It's like a Jenna Marbles. She didn't get canceled and they shut her down. She decided to just stop. Jenna Marbles could have just kept posting and no one would have stopped her. You can't. If I have 10 million people who fuck with me and a million who don't, just keep doing what you're doing. It'll go a month or two and it'll pass right over. Tops. Like Logan Paul bounced right back. Also, Pokimane, you're literally a walking contradiction of what you're trying to claim. Unless you're talking about just purely cancel culture, like mean comments. You've done some crazy shit. You had a dude's ad snatched. You've had videos taken down about you. And no one says you're fine. Have you lost any deals? That's what I'm saying. I don't think she really thought this through. It's way too general. Because while I don't think she should be canceled for this, her claim was that she would be, right? Like, unless she means just getting videos made about you by like edgy commentators, like I guess, yeah, you might get more videos made about you, but that's just not good enough. That's just like cancel culture to me is like corporations taking off ads, taking away deals, sponsorships, money, demonetize. Like, who cares about a mean video about you? Which, yeah, girl streamers might get more mean videos made about them. That may be true, but that's not cancel culture. That's just the commentary community being mad toxic. And it is more toxic towards women. Even then, no, I won't say that, because Logan Paul, J Station, people like them still, they had their times. There was a time when every single commentator dogged Logan and Jake Paul every day and just milked them for views. So no, I won't say that. No. And someone even commented saying, this statement is so blanket, it made me want to go back to bed. Nothing is ever 100% one way and 0% the other way. Hard for us to perceive that when we are in our own bubbles, though, which unfortunately we all are guilty of to some extent, whether intended or not. That's the perfect comment. That's the perfect tweet. Because I understand Pokimane. Like, when you're in your own space, you really do feel like everyone is against you and everyone is for them. Like, it can get that way when everyone around you is in the same space. Like, you can start feeling like that. But no. That's not, no, like I said, it's way too general. Way too general. She responded saying, it's obviously a generalization, of what usually happens in majority male industries. Not trying to be like F all men. I'm just stating what I've generally observed being in this scene for 7 years. No. Someone could be like, I really hate black men. Black men are really aggressive, and they always try to steal and rob and do all these nasty things. And someone goes, that's just your experience. You can't say that in general. And they go, well, that's just what I've seen. Well, that doesn't change the comment, though. You can't defend a super general claim with, that's just my experience. And also, at the end of the day, listen, even if this is true, even if what Pokimane is saying is 100% facts, you know what? As a female streamer, as a female content creator, you still have the upper hand when it comes to all things social media. So you can take that little hit in your chest as just a tax on having it way easier online. You have it way easier online. I won't say in real life, that's a whole different ballgame. But when it comes to social media, women, without a doubt, have an easier time. They have if you're a female content creator, it all comes down to how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want to make it? We'll call that the female cancel tax. You know what I mean? Just like when you make a little more money, you got to deal with a little more stress. More money, more problems. Listen, female streamers, female content creators, listen, you make it easier, you can fall down easier. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around. 11, 10, I don't know what we're on now, but peace.